What's up, guys? Glenn with Hustler Hacks. Sorry I forgot my mic. I'm here at the office. Just bought that mic, already forgot it. But anyway, I've gotten a lot of emails asking me about like how to ship off Ross finds that I find. I sell them on eBay. What's the easiest, cheapest way to ship shoes off of eBay? And a lot of people have said it's just downright confusing. And when I was making this, like going step by step, I was like, I could see how this is confusing, especially if you're like a beginner trying to sell shoes on eBay. It is actually kind of confusing. But if you've been selling for a couple of years, months, you already know what you're doing, probably no need to watch this video. Already telling you right now. But this is for the people that have been getting into Ross finds, or you find maybe used shoes from thrift stores or swap meets, other stuff like that, and you want to sell these shoes on eBay. You don't have the original box, none of that stuff. This video is for you, and we can go step by step, figure out how to do it, and to where you're not waiting in line in the post office. If you're waiting in line at the post office and you're going to try to ship off 10 pairs at once, or 5 pairs, even 2 or 3 pairs, you're going to pay more money inside the store, and you're going to wait a lot longer to ship out this stuff. Here we want to make the label from eBay. They can take out the shipping charge from your PayPal account. We want to print out the label, stick it onto the box, go to the post office, drop it off, and we're good to go. That's like the cheapest, easiest way to do it, and that's what I want to show you guys on this video. So let's start off. All right, this is like the eBay page. On the left hand side, they have this whole sidebar here on the seller page. So we have the sold items awaiting payment. So these people haven't paid yet. You can click on that to see those. Awaiting shipment, which that's where we want to go to, because it's going to show us all of the items that we sold, and we want to print out the labels for those. Paid and shipped, shipping labels. If you want to click shipping labels, you can go through all the labels that you've created all at once on eBay. You can click on them and see them. So instead of having to find receipts or look for tracking numbers and stuff like that, it has all of them on one tab. So pretty useful little tab right there for the shipping labels. But we want to click on this awaiting shipment because we want to ship out the shoes. So here we go. Let me zoom in. Now you've sold, now we need to ship it. So I got this picture from from my website on the KDs. So it's going to show you, here's a list of a couple of shoes that you've sold or whatever. So we've already shipped off these two here. Now we can leave feedback once they get it. Here we want to print the shipping label for these shoes, and then this one, they haven't paid yet, so it doesn't even give us the option to print out the shipping label. So I wanted to show that for sure. Print shipping label is right here. We want to click on this because we want to ship out these KDs. All right, so the KDs, they're a Ross find. We don't have the original box, and they weigh approximately 1.8 ounces. Here we go. Here's the picture. This is what we are shipping out. All right, so when you click on that little tab, let me go back. When you click on this print shipping label on the left side under actions, you click on that, it's going to now open this new page. Purchase and print USPS postage. So this is where we are at. It's going to have the buyer's address here, the ship to, ship from, your address. You can change any of these at any time. If the buyer asks you, hey, ship it to this address instead, it's up to you if you want to do that or not. You will be covered if you have, that specific message saved from that buyer telling you to ship it to that address. Other than that, you don't want to do anything weird, like if they send you an email or something like out of nowhere, hey, ship it here. You don't want to do any of that stuff. Most of the time, the buyer's address is correct. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So here it is right there. Now, here's this little middle part that we want to focus on. If you click on this little arrow, well, first off, we know it is going to go USPS, regular postage from United States Postal Service. That's where we are right here, the carrier. The service, we want to click on this little arrow here, and it's going to bring down a bunch of different tabs. So that's where we want to select our service. Now, you click on that, it's going to bring out all of these different shipping services. This is where people, I think, get confused the most. Like, what is this? What do they do? What are they talking about? This can get confusing. So the first two options, priority mail, 1 to 3 days, and it's a package, thick envelope. You can enter your own box size and the weight of that box. So that's the first two options. This is a large box. More than like, well, especially for shoes, we're not going to have to click on any of that stuff because if we're talking about shoes that we find at Ross or other places that don't have the original box, it's not going to be a huge box. So we're more than likely going to click this first one. But keep in mind, they also have the flat rate boxes, and the flat rate boxes are the envelopes or boxes that you, as long as the item fits in there, the envelope or the box, you can ship it through there. It doesn't matter about weight and all that stuff, unless it's like overboard. But as long as it fits, it ships. You guys remember the commercials that they had for that? Fits, it ships. So those are the flat rate boxes and envelopes. First class package, 2 to 5 days. These are for items that weigh 16 ounces or less. What's a good example? Hand sanitizer. There you go. This is less than 16 ounces. You can put it into a little bag or whatever. More than likely, this stuff goes in there. Jerseys, shirts, things like that can fit into something like that. It's less than 16 ounces and it goes in there. Shoes will not go in there. They weigh way more than that. Priority Mail Express, 1 to 2 days. They ship them quick. This will cost the most money. More than likely, this is the closest to like overnight shipping. They want it like that. They might pay extra in order to get it that quick. And you're going to pay big bucks for Priority Mail Express. So we're only going to stay into this range right here. Priority Mail, 1 to 3 days when it comes to the shoes. You can go to store.usps.com, which we will go to right now, and we can see the different boxes they have available. So when they're talking about, let's say the large flat rate box, you can check them out through here, and it will tell you on their flat rate box. So like this one, small flat rate box right here, flat rate envelope. This is what they look like. If you go to the post office and you pick up these boxes, you're gonna see what they look like and the size. Trying to look for more. Here's a medium flat rate box. You got to remember, these are only the flat rate boxes that are going to fall under this category right here. Only the flat rates. There we go there. So let's go to the next slide because we want to compare the options. What are our options when it comes to shoes? I told you we can enter our own box, size, and weight, and that's exactly what we want to do, because if we do the flat rates, we got to pay whatever that rate is. And we can probably save money if we ship it in our own box. So there's the large flat rate box. And those are only like the two options, I would say, because the shoes are big. They're not going to fit into the medium size box. They're more than likely going to fit in this large box or a box of our choosing with our own weight and our own size. So if you click that very first one where it says Priority Mail 1 to 3 days package and thick envelope, which was right here, the very first one, you want to click that anyway because we want to look at the complete breakdown of the prices of all of these items, and it'll show you that if you click on that very first one. So we're clicking that first one. And when you click that, this little part is going to load up. Now this weight and change dimensions, all this stuff's going to come up. We want to click on this change dimensions part. When you click on that part, look what comes up. All of the options that we can choose from. This is the zip code we're shipping to. So that's also going to play a part in how much your shipping cost is going to come out to, because the farther it is, it's going to cost more when it comes to like weight and box size, all that stuff. So when we click on that, now it's giving us the full breakdown of the flat rate boxes. Let's go one by one. Flat rate envelope. We know we can't fit them in the envelope. Small flat rate box. We're not going to be able to fit that in the box. What do those look like? You can check them out, like I said, on the USPS website. And the flat rate, the small flat rate box is this one right here, which is equivalent to like a DVD box. It's not going to fit in there. Flat rate envelope, it's not going to fit in the envelope. Medium flat rate box, it might, I mean, it could fit in there. You're going to have to figure out the measurements of that one. Large flat rate box, for sure, shoes will fit in that. The rest of this stuff, you know, express and the legal flat rate envelope, we already know it's not going to fit in the envelope. So our only two options when it comes to shoes are going to be the large flat rate box and putting in our own dimensions for our own box. So you can enter your own, which is what we're going to do right here. We clicked this very first one, priority mail, up to 70 pounds, 84 inches, combined length and girth. So we're going to put that right there. We're going to put it in the package dimensions. All right, so what box do I like using? I like to use this priority mail shoe box. You can get this from their website. They come in packs of 10, packs of 25. And guess how much they cost? They're free. USPS will ship a full package of these to your office or home or whatever. And here's what they look like. They're folded up, ready to go, and then you can stick on the label and all that. But they're gonna come in like packs of 25. They'll ship off a full thing like this. 25 boxes. And you, like I said, they're for free. They'll ship them to you. You're ready to go. You don't have to worry about boxes, which is cool. But if you have your own box, you can use that too. You just have to put in the dimensions for that box. So, next slide. We put in our dimensions. That box is 5 by 7 by 14. That's by doing the measurements on here. They might have taught you this stuff in school when you're measuring the box or figuring out the measurements of the box. So 5 by 7 by 14. Make sure you guys can even see this because the little screen on here. But all right, so 5 by 7 by 14. Obviously, 14 inches is the length right here. So that's how long this is. 5 inches is right here. We can see the side part. Well, you can see the side part here. 5 inches by 7 inches here by 14. This whole length right here. So this whole box, sorry, like I said, it's kind of weird right here so this whole box, 5 by 7 by 14, definitely the KDs will fit in here, and they weigh 1 pound 8 ounces, which we put that in for the weight. We want to put calculate. Like I said, you can use any box you want, but I'm going to use these. They're free. I don't have to look around and scramble for boxes that the KDs are going to fit in. These boxes work well. The shoes fit in here, good to go. So we're going to press calculate. When you press calculate, it'll now tell you how much that's going to cost. $8, 65 cents to ship off the KDs compared to the large flat rate box, which was $15. So, I mean, you're saving quite a bit there if you ship out your own box using these boxes instead of using the flat rate box. That's $15. But this is going to change. It really also depends on how much the shoes weigh. If you have big, bulky cleats, maybe you have the Kobe 9 Elites, which are bigger. Maybe you have bigger, which means they probably weigh a little bit more. Maybe a little bit over 2 pounds. Also, what's the zip code it's going to? If it's like, I'm in Texas, if I ship it to Texas, it's going to be cheap. If I ship it to the New York area, it's going to cost a lot more, has a farther distance to go to. So the lowest I think I've ever seen it was like $7, like to Texas. Like we're in the same state, so we're good to go. I think the highest, like to New York, depending how much the shoes weigh, I think is like $14, or just only $1 less than the flat rate box. But it's the same thing. It's priority mail. It's 1 to 3 days, so it's not like a huge difference there. But that's gonna change using your own box and how far it's gonna go to when you do the zip code. So we want to save it. We press save, and now it's going to open, well, press save. Now it's going to open this new little thing. It's going to tell you the dimensions, the weight, purchase, postage. When you click on this, it's going to take out the $8.65 from your PayPal account, which it tells you right here. The total label cost will be charged to your PayPal account. So just immediately just take it out, which is good because if the buyer paid for postage, take it out, you're good to go. But if you go to the post office and you're going to go out and wait in line and pay for it, it's going to cost more because eBay is giving me a discount, 16% off, $1.60 from this. You're going to have to pay this if you wait in line and go to the post office, and they're going to give you tracking numbers, but then you're going to have to enter those in. The cool thing about it is once you purchase the postage, the tracking numbers are going to be immediately sent to the buyer. You don't have to worry about that. They already know, and they could expect when the package is going to arrive. So now you can print out your label. After you pressed the purchase postage, it's going to load up, and it's going to load up a label for you to print. You're going to print the label, and then you can cut it out from the sheet. Cut it out, do whatever you want, cut that out, or you can just stick it on the actual box. So here's the box right here, and it tells you to, from, and you want to put that label on the box right here. Tape it up, and then you can go to the post office. Whoops. Before I finish that though, tape it up, it's secure, it's good to go. It has the label on the box. Now if you want to wait in line to get a receipt, you can do that too. Depending how many items I have, most of the time I have a lot of items that I am shipping off from the family business and my own eBay stuff. So I'll wait in line, and just to get a receipt, they'll scan the label, and then they'll give you a receipt of all the tracking numbers that got scanned in that day. And that also helps, of course, with eBay and all that stuff, so they can keep track of where your box is exactly. You can also just drop it off. They have the little box on the side, or you can tell them, hey, can I leave these off? They'll take them in, and then they'll scan them. But you don't have a receipt, but I mean, you're hoping that they'll scan them in. But some people have gotten in trouble because other random people come in and steal their box or something. I mean, things like this happen. It's very rare, but I like to be safe and just get a receipt for it, just in case. So shout out to Derek, who works at the post office that I go to every single day, dropping off a whole bunch of packages. So I hope this video helps. I know it's a little long, 18 minutes so far that we've gone in, going step by step, but I can definitely see where it does get complicated going through this eBay shipping out the labels, because you don't want to overpay for shipping. If you had free shipping, then yeah, you're gonna take the hit. But if you put on there, I don't know, $7.50 for shipping, and then ends up going to New York, ends up costing double, then yeah, you're gonna have to pay for that difference. If you didn't expect that, then it's gonna suck. But I'd rather just do this and print out your own labels instead of having to pay inside the store. You're gonna pay more money, and you're kind of guessing on like, how much is this gonna cost, more or less. And going through this little step by step, you can kind of compare the prices, comparing it, especially the flat rate boxes compared to your own box. That's what really you want to compare it to see how much it's gonna cost. So hopefully this video did help. You can contact me anytime, hustlerhacks1@gmail.com, hustlerhacks here on YouTube, hustlerhacks on Instagram. Contact me. I like to be contacted through email so that I can give you a good lengthy response instead of through YouTube or Instagram and stuff. Sometimes they get blocked or hidden, or I don't know what else. Contact me through email if you want to, if you're having some trouble shipping out boxes and Ross finds and other shoes and stuff that you found. So like I said, contact me anytime you want. Hopefully this video helps, and you know, you can keep sourcing for shoes out there and not have to guess how much it costs to ship out shoes. So thanks guys for watching this video. You already know, go out and get it.